Hello, welcome in. I'll be starting in just a moment. Let's turn the background down a little bit. All right, and we're ready to go. Okay. So tonight, we're going after Gemini. Hold on, let me check something because we're not. We don't appear to be getting any audio from the game itself. Which is weird. I'm having audio trouble today. Okay. Alright, something's... As far as my system is telling me so far, the game is outputting no sound whatsoever. Could the Windows sound system just, work like it's supposed to? My Windows mixer isn't even seeing the game. Okay. Let me try... I'm gonna try and close the game and reopen it and see if we get sound back then. There we go. I should have expected this. When I had to restart the Windows audio system earlier, I also had to restart my avatar program, so... That's a lot of red critters over there. out of rebels. Oh, hello. There's still people shooting at me.
Concentrate your fire! I lost sight!
Any more? We have rebels stirring up the Langhorns. It would be kind of nice to find Regala's camp and finish her off in the rebels once and for all. Right? I think that menu just suddenly come up. There it is.
Shelter. A chance to rest and check my gear.
I'll come in this side. The base.
Where have I seen this before?
He has something new. think.
Been out and about, have we?
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Kotallo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns
Oh,
out it
boy.
really is.
I should get going.
Gonna make sure my gear is ready to go.
Hello.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that.
Yes, well, Beta had a drastically different upbringing, so I think her ability to even last a few seconds in a wrestling match with Aloy is doubtful.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Huh? Like when they're not fighting, they're training to fight. When they're not training to fight, they're fighting.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that.
Huh.
I should go
Yeah.
get ready.
I await your orders.
That arm is one of his weapons now. He kind of needs it intact. Unlike some of the other weapons we got floating around here, he only has the one. Whoop. Guess it's time to talk to Gaia and get things going. Is my sound starting to screw up? Windows sound has been sketchy today.
Welcome back.
Okay. Oh. Well,
Drone's reconnected now.
looks like there's 4 left to do.
Error. Data missing.
Ah. Oh, right, I haven't acquired that one yet. I know where that drone is, over on the island there. I just haven't actually grabbed it yet.
An excellent choice.
The lowlands.
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel. I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Let's see what our... Alright, let's...
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
Oh dear.
When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
Is going to have to build a whole new lesson plan since, you know, Ted Faro kind of deleted the original tutorial program.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships, different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
She makes a point. Although, in Gaia's case, Elizabeth didn't do it alone. She got a whole army of engineers, programmers behind her. But they were working under her guidance.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Faro's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
4.5 hours. That's a long time to hold off an enemy. Yeah, the other 4 will be creating distractions, so that'll be 5 energy spikes. On the other hand, if the Zeniths split up their forces, 1 person per site, we could still end up with a Zenith on our doorstep right off the get-go. But after all, they're each incredibly arrogant and of the opinion that they're effectively gods. Any one of them could easily swat anyone on this planet, just as if we were mere bugs. So they wouldn't need to bring in a whole force.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so.
Dude. There is that.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. That would have been bad. I mean, just... Considering... But we already have a group practically worshipping already with their own religious basis on incomplete or misaligned data. Having Ted Furrow around there to actually give orders would just make things worse.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Well, that's disconcerting. She didn't specify... Well, it'll be obviously less than 100 years. Once everything's shut up. She didn't say how long the facility was in operation before it went offline. I wonder if Ted Furrow had something to do with it.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia.
Okay. Well, let's get this party on the road.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
All of us writing machines. Well, that would be the fastest way for everybody to get to their respective destinations. Bet you the Quinn girl never thought she'd be riding one of those things. Okay, none of them probably did. ever did. Oh, except maybe the guy there. Oh yeah, this has also been the first time that Beta's been out of doors.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off.
It's blinking. Is this working?
Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
There we go.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
Of course he's going to fight.
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Collective neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come!
Vorl, stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it!
Be careful!
Here we go.
Progress.
Stay back!
That's all of them for now.
All of the machines.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
Oh, great.
I'll get the cracked core fixed.
Great. Now we have to go chase down an errant AI. Wait, I have there's a bench nearby? Well, this was unexpected.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Deactivate connection. Node 183.
Oh no, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Guy, it'd be real handy if you could have, taken control of these facilities and functions. to get over there?
How to reach the other side?
Oh. Oh boy. Alright.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Great. Probably Hephaestus. Probably something unpleasant. Oh, yeah.
It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Oh.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Deploy autonomous defenses to materials bay.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node? I think that could work.
I think it could. I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out how to get high enough. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. That's where we wanted to be.
Just a little long. Okay. Now how to drive Hephaestus out of here?
There should be a node you can override, near the central platform.
Thanks. But maybe I should deal with these machines first. Those machines are in a hurry. It's fallen!
Okay. Now I have to do is figure out how I'm gonna get over there. I think I know how. Maybe. Okay. That looked weird. Alright.
Increase incendiary. 4-5 percenters deploying secondary defenses. Intruder, your coming is...
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Yep, here they come.
Can't take the heat. I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Refurbish production pods 05922284.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Imminent retreat to materials. Bay Caster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not about to let it stay wherever it went.
Energy containment failed. Safes overridden.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! War machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
I hit the button. Why did you not jump? Ow. There we go. Okay.
I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
Okay. Why keep up there? I can get up there. Oh. Wait!
I gotta find a way past this shield.
Again,
Fell farther
why
than
did
I
you not
thought.
grab the thingy? I was right there. I was right on it.
Maybe there's a way over the shield.
That is. Yeah, that looks like. There we go.
All right. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Engage structural analysis. Intruder detected. Activating countermeasure CX. Giga 9. Autonomous defenses.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
That's all of them.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Engage.
Good work.
Cycle.
You did the heavy lifting.
7 Gamma. Purge imminent. Retreating to Construction Bay 1.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Okay, let's see what Hephaestus has got for us.
Your interference will be terminated. Deploying priority unit S Mark 1.
I should scan it first. Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. Got it! It's done.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
Yeah, that's just about your new toy.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Purge imminent. Retreating to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Yeah, because we definitely could not have been running around chasing Hephaestus down and repairing the core at the same time. Alright. Can we see about stripping Hephaestus of his intelligence? So he can stop running.
Aloy, the bypass is done. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Aren't we supposed to strip
Done.
core first? You know, stripping code? And then we're just gonna skip straight to the absorption, huh?
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully.
Oh. Now we get onto that. Yeah, with the other, it was just a matter of initiating a basic code restoration. But apparently Hephaestus grown too much for that. That's an interesting interface for the coding interface.
Aloy, look!
Okay, did we do it? Here they come.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time.
Wow.
Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
You think? Nobody's ready for Mayboy. Let's get directly at him, so.
Ooh! Get behind me.
His suit was damaged. Or is that thing?
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Oh dear.
No! Aloy!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her.
Okay. Tilda? Well, she knew she had her own agenda. Or we knew she had her own agenda.
Beta. Varl.
Couldn't shoot Beta.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay.
Well, she's seeming pleasant enough, but... what's her angle? Of course, she wouldn't consider us a threat even with our weapons. Oh, that's... I forgot I still have a marker on the map. Okay.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save, not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
Alright, let's go take a look what we got.
The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Okay, I don't feel like going through every single painting. Although this...
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
I hear a machine moving about. A big one. Alright. Well, I kind of figured we're going to have to go into the Xenospace eventually. That entire section of map is a map zone. It's just grayed out, presently.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the Cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
And of course, her shield is active. And the light hits it just right, you can still see it. Nice little detail there.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down.
Okay, I can believe the turnabout a little bit, but
There. That's better.
she has her own agenda.
Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Yeah, she probably wants
Let's
to
not
rule
get
it
ahead
all.
of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me.
Yeah, it keeps...
You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia.
Yeah.
I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
Yeah, sounds not exactly Aloy's friend either. But yeah, I'm suspecting she wants to be Queen of Earth. After all, being an immortal with an advanced mind, it would be her duty to educate and guide all the primitives. And be a ruler. A ruler in a way that she probably wouldn't get with her little cluster. Okay,
My
let's
old
start with
focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them.
But she
It's
was
worth
planning
noting
something
that
even
if I
before then.
hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
But she's been angling for something even before that. The whole getting into trying to get on Beta's good side and things. But probably watching my life unfold probably gave her an idea that it's like, okay, this girl could be useful.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Oh, well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
Oh.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
Yeah. No, I don't think I would call her a spy. Although she probably employed spies in her information gathering.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality.
I could believe that.
They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course.
Yeah,
To
I could believe she
fulfill
didn't really know them, really.
Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
But yeah, considering that, kind of like herself, they didn't point out that a lot of them basked in anonymity. A good portion of them probably didn't know a whole lot about each other when they joined up. It wasn't until they were nice, safe, and cozy out in space when they, to some extent, were free to let the others see the type of person they individually were. There probably still were alliances made, careful plans, hidden secrets. Okay, let's talk about Beta after I get back. I need to visit the bathroom. Okay, and I'm back. So, yeah, so far I do believe her, though I don't trust her. Something I've learned through many a stories, books, movies, TV shows. Master manipulators are not necessarily excellent at lying. No, in fact, they tend to prefer, when possible, the exact opposite. Blatant lies and falsehoods can be difficult to keep track of. Wait, where's my avatar? Did my avatar crash? I think it did. It did. Okay, there we go, we're back. Anyway, as I was saying, master manipulators tend to know when to use the truth, or parts of the truth, to their advantage.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the Data Channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the Data Channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
I suspect there was more to it than just, being nice.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
Oh.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
Sounds like Elizabeth was an introvert. Getting out in public takes a lot of energy. I think you need to retreat and recharge.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
That's one thing Aloy hasn't quite got yet.
I guess I know the feeling.
Been our problem, basically part of our problem with Silence is that in our dealing with Silence, he's been the one that's basically been a step ahead of us. And possibly the Zeniths. Except not quite the Zeniths, because we managed to catch them by off guard. Fortunately, they hold a technological advantage that makes it largely irrelevant.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regalla.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regalla to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Yeah, they'll have other defenses. Part of me's not surprised. Actually, not surprised. Said he was clever, and the moment we tried to examine the weapon, it exploded. Actually, no. The moment it malfunctioned, it exploded, killing the operator, leaving not much for us to analyze. So he was keeping that one very close to his chest.
Regalla's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
Yeah.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Should be, huh? Again, I'm pretty sure she plans to be the architect of the new world. But instead of wiping, at least on the bright side, instead of wiping out everybody, she wants to rule them. Pretty sure that's her goal. For all with her advanced tech, she's practically a god. Okay, let's move on.
First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
If you want Aloy's cooperation. Aloy likes to forge her own plan and process. Now we just have to get Beta's attention.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me? You're alive.
Yep.
They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Whispers. She wants to know.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
There's a strength in Beta that she doesn't know she has. She just needs the right education. And the right motivations.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When.
Yeah. Sylens was rather annoyed with Aloy's tendency to
Guess
do
I'll have to do
things
some
her
exploring
way.
to find the parts I need.
Rather annoyed him. Aha! Wings of the Ten.
A behemoth could bring down a mountain if it wanted to.
Hey, you guys get off those horses? Not rideable, so. Okay, so. Got some side quests over there, but back to base. That'll be a long way to run. Oh, I know that location. this is the base. Oh. There's a triangle pattern there. I think it's more problem than it. Yeah, go get into a fight. I'm gonna go away. Here's a shame about Val. That would take a long time to go by overland.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
So yeah, we now have yet another entity tapped into our focus. Another good reason.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can I get 1 damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
Uh-huh.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Yeah, I imagine that our Tanax friend.
Before I
would
do
love
anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
to go right after the Zeniths. Some of his words might have been just frustration at not being able to actually do anything. Going after Akala and her forces is the one thing he could do. Even if potentially suicidal. Alright, let's go talk to Zoe. Those two were effectively married. Even if there wasn't any formal ceremonies or anything.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Ooh.
Over here, Aloy.
A place for Varl.
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us.
Is she pregnant?
I'm with child, Aloy.
Ooh.
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them.
Perhaps her oldest friend.
Oh, try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a Sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
Ooh. My question is, do I have the parts?
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all for it. I thought you were gonna go fight some Tenakth.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh. Good. I'm glad you're back.
So am I.
It would probably be rough on him to lose 3 people in his life. I mean, he lost his sister, now Varl.
I know you hate waiting, but you'll have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone. I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Dervahl back in the Sundom.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Do you think Zoe will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
That's good.
I need to get going.
You better get there before Kotallo tries to take on Regalla's entire army by himself. Yeah, do me a favor. Don't go disappearing on us again.
I'll do my best.
Not like she had a choice in the matter.
Think you can manage things here while I go help Hekarro?
Stopping Regalla's war. It'll help us take the fight to the Zeniths?
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay.
Okay.
I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once we infiltrate their base, our priority will be to get Gaia and Beta out of there.
Don't worry. I won't go seeking revenge like some blood-crazed Tenakth. Wherever your arrow strikes, mine will follow.
Let's hope we hit our targets.
Level-headedness.
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Erend and Kotallo have fought them before, so...
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Erend moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
Nice.
How's Erend doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
I need to get going.
Whatever you plan on doing against Regalla, you better return to us in one piece.
I'll try.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see what she has to say.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future, too.
We won't let that happen.
Yeah, I have a plan. Oh, that's it.
Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, she was the one who rescued me.
Did she say why?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm still convinced she basically wants to rule the world.
What was Leviathan again?
A flood control system back in the Great Delta. It was built by Eileen Sasaki, another of our ancestors. If we can acquire the data on it, we might be able to fix the system back home. Then my sister, my parents, other families won't have to live in fear of their homes washing away when the long rains come.
Right. And to find it, we need to head back to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, request.
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly.
Yeah. And again, so is our own people. The Quen, and they aren't exactly champions of peace.
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it. Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Kotallo more than most. If I were this Regala, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regala still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works.
Oh yeah. Again, I suspect Kotallo is kind of dealing with grief in his own Tenakth way. Wanting to beat something to a pulp. And since he can't go after the enemy responsible for his grief, he's gonna go after the other enemy responsible for some of his grievances.
Anything new around here?
Kotallo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know. And I haven't forgotten about the data on Leviathan. I'll let you know when I make it back to landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay. Oh. That's nice. Oh, and she's got more.
Was there something else you needed?
Oh. Yeah.
Tilda's the one who rescued me. Same one that spoke to Beta when none of the others would.
Did she say why she saved you?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
Uh-huh. And as somebody who was an information broker,
I'd need to head out now.
Tilda would know about
Right.
that kind of thing, about bartering information, very well. She'd be an expert. After all, as she said, was her lifeblood for a while. But as we saw in some of the playbacks and stuff, Elizabeth Sobek had connections. Government and military connections. Probably how she learned of Tilda. Okay. Not ready yet, not ready yet. Oh, that one is. That's the only override I don't have yet.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Did you see Katalo's new arm? I never thought I'd see metal bound to flesh in that way.
Yeah, he seems happy with it. Probably because he could crush me like a grape with it.
That is a happy thought.
Maybe for Katalo.
Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
Okay. First, let's just get rid of that marker. We're gonna hit save first.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
Of course, we get our hands on that weapon. Will be handy. Overall. They may be immortal, but they're not unkillable. There you go. So the tricky part, we're getting close to seeing Sunwing
Good.
without alerting
There are
them.
Sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Okay. Come on, nice and easy. Do I try going for the other two, or do I just take off on this one? Oh, Sunwing.
Whoa.
Now we learned to fly.
This is it. I'm in the air.
Okay. Wings of attack. So left shift to fly forward. Is that really a barrel roll, or will that be an aileron roll? Let's find out.
Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
I wonder if that's the one that I've yet... It is. The last Tallneck. Ah.
There's a Tallneck. Need to get on top of its head.
Oh. C to descend.
Now, how to land this thing.
Enter cover mode. Okay, not gonna chase after the Tallneck. Better do another step. Let it come to us. Hope I haven't dropped too far.
Made it. Just got overridden. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tallneck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Okay.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Whoa! There we go. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I see. Little flight training. Pull back. Fine. Push forward. Go down. Looks like an actual airplane.
She flies like the 10!
You could say that.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back.
Okay, now I have to...
Got the cell. Now on to the Grove. The pulse from the Tallneck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. Could be useful, even after I deal with Regalla.
To knock my rating in from the sky is going to be quite the thing.
All right, here we go.
Oh! Ah! Oh!
What's with those big boys? Well, I had to raid on the raid.
Regalla's inside. Hekara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here goes.
EMP pulse.
Is that... It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the 10.
The tide has turned! Push through!
Alright. Time to deal with Regalla.
End of the line, Hekaro. Now on your knees and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
That's smart.
What? How's that possible?
Regalla!
Look to the sky!
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
Oh, this is gonna be a CGI duel? I think of that.
Change of plans.
This fight is just beginning!
Oh. Oh. Okay, that did not work. Really? Okay. I tried to shoot
All
her,
right,
so...
so that's how it's gonna be.
Oh, did she just jump? Oh, that was bad. Ah. Okay, I need different munition. Where's she?
For you!
Should help.
Aha! Got her. Oh, she was supposed to try one of those on us. Oh, I know that
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Soon your blood will be mine! Come to me!
Ow. I can never get those melee hits in. Yeah, I like those. Nice, Aloy. Okay.
Here, death greets you!
Okay. I really suck at melee. Oh, try shooting her.
Here I am
Range
again,
weaponry, we exchanged
on my
weaponry.
knees before bootlicks and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
Oh. Oh, what do I do? She's consumed by hate. I wanna... A part of me wants to spare her, but she'll not accept that. I doubt she would even... Yeah, no.
After all that you've done, I can't let you live.
Finally. Then claim your...
Well.
There. Blood for blood.
Guess that's over then.
Chief,
There's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
Oh, that one. Of course, this means, if I'm not mistaken, this means that basically all of the rebels are now basically under his command. Oh.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
Oh, that was fast.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Oh, silence.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
I'm surprised for the fight he wasn't wearing his arm. It's now one of his best weapons.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Regala's bow. May you always strike true with it.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's see what Silence has to say.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Lasting peace.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Free passage over the borders.
Send it straight, Cabo. Aloy's here.
Are those who burn them to ash.
I don't know. I've heard there are lands beyond the Karjas, vastly different from our own. Oseram, Nora, Banuk.
Yeah, and they're all friendly, right? Come on, don't be naive.
I heard your brother earned a mark from the Pitmaster.
Alright.
Yeah. Full stripe or
So,
One mark in the time it would take me to get a full stripe at a trial.
let's do some talking.
Earn 3 half stripes.
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, You're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Carja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Huh?
Right.
Hikaru and Aloy brought us victory.
At this point, I don't think there's
Quite an
enough.
entrance.
Aloy has enough
Aloy.
skin for all of her deeds.
Doubt anyone in the
How
clan
did they
will
do
ever
it?
forget it.
Tame them dry.
Ateka, I figured I'd see you here.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope. Restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will always have it. Thank you for everything, Aloy.
I heard they finally got the ballista in the arena fixed.
I know. As soon as I get leave, I'm heading over to train.
Your blade be
Cute.
bright.
Train in the arena.
I saw you training in the pit the other day.
So, Hikaru keeps us
An outlander flew on the wings of the ten.
I'd like it. You was a martial candidate.
Well, if you're
I
ever
see
in
what
need
you
of a
did.
sparring partner.
That's what the training's for.
Maybe I'll take you up on that.
Aloy!
From
Wallbreaker
Easy
to
on you.
the wings of the ten.
Good.
You've racked up a lot of deeds, haven't you?
That one's changed
About
too.
visions?
Yeah.
You have become
The next
legend.
time I'm on leave, I'm
Like the
putting-
ten. Walk with strength.
Yeah. You could say I've become a legend.
Honor and strength.
May your enemy walk with honor, Aloy.
And now, coming in the aerial mount is a regular thing I can do now. Okay, yes. Oh. And now apparently I have access to that.
Riding Sunwings. Wait a second. Now I can take to the skies.
Your blade be bright.
Walk with strength.
Wait. Why did you stop? Now, can't fly over the arena. Here's how high I can get. Oh yeah, wait till Silas meets Tilda. Ooh, that's quite the view.
I'm hard time flying up here. Better go lower.
Aha! Max altitude reached. I think I see the remains of the Golden Gate Bridge, actually. Oh wow, look at that. So now, there are some bandits we can find. Oh, there's the research facility. Saw it before. Get a better layout of its layout. Closing in.
The sentry said the raft was heading west. One raft in an ocean. Should be easy to find. Well, there's something that kind of looks like a ship of some kind. Things glued together. I'm not gonna find anything out here. The sentry said the raft sailed west from Tide's Reach. Alright. Ow. I'm thinking that small little island thing. Coral is the only bit of land in this whole stretch of water. Only place for a wee little raft in the search zone to... Wreckage from a raft. Maybe those fugitives didn't make it too far after all. I'll only find out if I go down there. There's someone down on that rocky outcrop. Well. Now we gotta figure out how to land.
Stay away!
I would love to talk to the raider.
You're one of the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach? Where are the others?
Holed up on top of a tower across the sea to the west. Where I left them. I thought that they were true Tenakth, but they're murderers, not soldiers.
The Tenakth that Tide's Reach think you should all face justice.
Then they should come and get me themselves. If you want justice, then find the others. Leave me here to face the sea. My last battle.
Oh. Oh. Okay. It circles. Oh, that's cool. Oh, control is break. Okay. So those fugitives are in a tower to the west. If they're close to landfall, they could be a threat to the Quen. I better take care of them. Oh, they're definitely near landfall, alright. Oh, okay. So those are Quinn ships. Double hull. Not entirely a bad design.
Those fugitives must be on top of one of those buildings.
I see a building that's smoking.
There. Someone's lit a fire. It must be the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach.
Up there! There's someone flying!
Who's that? Who cares? Bring her down!
Okay, that's the raiders. And they are a threat. I better find a place to land. And fight. I can't let these fugitives escape.
Oh. Okay.
What's
Big
Nora
delay
doing
on,
here?
Release.
We make our stand here. Why did you follow us?
I'm empty.
Oh, all that flies can fall.
Oh, there's more of you. Okay.
How did you find us?
That's the last of them. Those raiders won't be attacking Tide's Reach again. Or anyone else. Not sure where to get the parts I need. I'll have to explore more machine sites.
Alright. Now, where's my mount?
Stretch those wings.
One way to remount. I could have go after the drone. There's also a side quest over here, and there's another quest over there. Oh. I think I know what that symbol means. That's a landing point. First, I want to buzz the people.
Should land this thing.
Ah.
Having a good day?
Uh-huh.
Alva said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility is. Better let her know I'm here. Hey, Alva? I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy! I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Damn, got some decent
Alva
going
mentioned
on.
you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
Our folk
You're
are
hiding something.
a lot more advanced.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous? Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look,
Uh-huh.
I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye.
Uh-huh.
But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here?
We won't say anything.
Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here, along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden.
That's okay. The living ancestor is not
Come
worried
on,
about what's forbidden.
let's go.
Or restricted from it. Ah, yes.
You all right?
Classic civilization ruled by fear, where criticizing the leader is not
You ready for
permitted
guard
in any way,
duty?
shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Finally up and about.
Not bad with that diviner back there. You've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the Overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it.
Uh-huh. It's like, you're the one supposed to go out and get the information, but, not trusted
That
to
should be the
actually,
facility ahead.
know what any of that information
Oh,
is.
we need to find a way in.
Up here. Well, Nirik wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least. Let's look around.
I've been here before.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
Are you sure you want to know?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay. I'm with you.
Hi there.
I have it! That did real damage! You have their attention now!
Down it goes!
We should get going! Whew, well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now.
Well, not what I was expecting, but still big. Ah, I need one more Slither Fang. Upgrade one of my pieces of equipment. Okay. Uh-huh.
Well, Caster won't work on that.
Well, let's see what we got in here.
A lot of sand. Not a lot of data. Oh, I'll stay here. That looks a little iffy to me.
The air feels cooler. Sun's going down.
No, I'll wait here. Don't think I can manage that.
Not sure that building is it. Let's go back this way.
Aloy, let's go find the data on Leviathan.
Oh, we have a vent.
Through here.
After you.
Time for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
It was less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors.
I guess I better get to the upper floors. Aha! Well, sort of.
You okay?
On every expedition, the soldiers would lay down walkways and barriers first to protect us diviners. But this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, until you have to climb a ancient launch facilities, shuttle tower, and then, you know, drop it on a giant snake.
There. A console.
Must have been what Neric found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan.
Here we got.
Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omurama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor, Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There.
The really big building.
Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on.
Yeah, some of them did do rather good things. They also did some rather bad things and covered it up to protect their reputations. When things didn't
So
work
what
out.
was that other system the recording mentioned? Omurama?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Gwen seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process. Though, now I wonder how much of it is actually true.
Uh-huh.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
My guess is their elders, when they found somebody that seemed like they did a lot of good, intelligent, and bright, decided to be a little picky with history. We'll just highlight the good things the individual did and just bury anything that might indicate the true nature of their actual character and the type of person they were.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead.
I see something in the park.
Up we go!
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes! Don't worry about me!
Okay, Aloy, why did you jump to this side when I really want to go down? Or maybe... Okay. Okay, yeah. There we go.
Glinthawk. Great.
Did it see us?
I don't think so, but we'll have to be careful.
And then we get situations. There we go.
How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
And I see a ladder to pull down. Oh. And there's that drone.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Wait. There we go. Oh.
Glinthawks. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower. Into battle!
There.
Defeated the machines!
No more Glinthawks.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthawks are the worst.
Yeah.
You don't see me.
There's one more floating around here somewhere.
Up this way.
Yep, we go up higher.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Olva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right! Of course!
Wow.
Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
That doesn't sound good.
What the?
you.
Yeah, about that jumping thing.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
Okay.
After you.
Yeah. Jump how, though? Because I tried that and it didn't exactly work. That was so bad I didn't even have a chance to grapple. There we go.
Okay. Should be able to make it to the other side.
Okay. Now we jump.
Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
It's just a fall to your doom if you miss.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Well, what do we got?
Huh. This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
Oh, door's locked. I think it needs a passcode. Let's look around.
Okay.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
2023.
So the company was... Got it. So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost reduction strategy? We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is... worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the other shaft. Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay.
What? She's not a fan of skyscrapers. Or half collapsed skyscrapers. Okay, where am I climbing up from? Oh, that's fine.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
good that Aloy has the reflexes of a cat. And infinite stamina. At this point, our climbing ability is basically supernatural. Oh, yoy.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Great. Well, I have a mount. This would be a great place for the mount. Okay, which way am I going? Okay, there's a beam above. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, back up this way. That is a very long way down. Theoretically... Okay... I just figure out how to get up on top of that beam. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure, Aloy, what you were just doing, but it was not jumping towards a valid jumping spot. Okay. Salvage that.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to follow you there.
Okay. Okay, so I dropped that beam. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Now, how to get up higher? How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Glad that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire gleam, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay. Whoa! Oh, I can reach the ladder now. Be right up, Aloy.
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
That's timing. There's several floors above.
Made it! There you are.
Come on. Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts. I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
This is a tall building. We've actually got save points in the building. Alright, let's see what we got.
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
The what?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names. That must be the Dragonfly 6. Atbay used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. Focus might find something I missed. What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
2, 6.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
42, 6. We need a 6-digit number. So we're missing something. Wait a minute.
Remind me, what was this called?
The Dragonfly 6.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
There it is.
Maybe try my focus.
Okay, I need to write those down. Okay, so...
You said Eileen was how old when she won this?
40.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
2...
What was the name of this thing?
The H2 Flow.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
Wait a minute. That might mean... it's the last digits. Alright. So, I've got 4, 0, 2, 6, 2...
That did it!
Yep.
You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
And a somehow still working console.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
Maybe she wasn't as bad after all.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe, but not a monster either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay.
Well,
I'll see you
I don't know
there.
about her, but, you know.
Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
You're gonna what? It's like, oh yeah, I have various means of getting down. You know, or
Careful!
Or do that.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Sure did.
Amazing. Well, see you back at base. Good luck out there.
I could glide down, or I could fly. Oh, okay, I can't. Now.
It doesn't bother these sun rings, at least.
There it is. Now I just gotta get down. Alright. How am I getting up there? Well, I'm here. Might as well. Oh yeah, you're still playing around.
You're mine!
Okay, gotta grab the drone's data.
And up it goes. I might be too far. There it goes. Oh, heading for building. Alright. Place the part.
And down.
Oh, okay. Press C close to the
I
ground.
think that broken building is the ruin that Quinn Scout told me about. There should be a relic inside.
He's just a lovely bird. Alright, this is where I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Am I rating anybody tonight?